sponsor. No,
No, not sponsor.
Hey guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber Frost from Kyuujin.
And
today,
another Black Mirror episode for you. It's called
Hang the DJ, episode 4 from season 4.
And we're almost through season 4. When is season 5 coming out? No idea?
I don't know.
I've heard a couple things from season 5, mainly the fact that there's supposed to be a choose your ending or choose you're the hero kind of episode, like an interactive episode. And that's, if it's true, that's gonna be so cool. But that's the only thing I heard from season 5. I don't know when it's supposed to come out, but I'm excited if it's what we're waiting for. I mean, that's gonna be pretty good. But in the meantime, we are gonna watch Hang the DJ. And right now, we are working a lot on other shows that we're gonna start putting on our channel after we're done with Black Mirror. We're a bit late in our reaction videos right now, but we're gonna do this. And I'm gonna spend sleepless nights after sleepless nights to do the editing. And yeah, we're gonna finish Black Mirror, and then we're gonna do our next shows, because we've got great ideas coming up.
Yep.
Shows that we're pretty excited to watch with you, and I hope you're gonna be excited to watch us react to these shows as well. Some of them are gonna be different, so, and others are recommendations from you guys, so yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Yep. That's it. No queen today. No queen.
No queen.
But we're gonna still watch Hang the DJ.
Okay.
So maybe there's gonna be a couple of songs in there. We'll see. Anyway, done talking. I love the music so far. That's the kind of music I like to put on my cell phone just for fun.
How will I know who he is?
This is him.
Blind date.
Great start.
Sorry. Fork.
Amy.
I don't know, my name's not Fork.
Yeah, I guessed. It's just,
Oh, it's Frank. Do you want to sit? Should we sit?
I think it's that'll stand.
Come sit, yeah.
He's like super nervous.
Shall we check our expiry date?
Yeah, good plan.
Yeah? Right.
Expire date.
So I think it's under info. On 3, 2, 1, go. 12 hours.
Yeah, 12 hours.
Okay.
Bit
Yeah.
short.
It is a bit short, isn't it? Oh, I'm getting shorter. I didn't realise it would sort of count down like that. It's sad.
Well, maybe we should eat quickly.
It's like how long their relationship is gonna...
The race is on.
What?
We'll see.
Come on, hurry up.
This is creeping me out.
Guess this is us.
And this takes us to the place.
Yeah, well, so. After you.
Thank you.
It's almost like their entire evening is being like led by the little machine. That's a new one too, right? So far we haven't seen anything like this. It's a bit like an advanced Siri. But like they depend on it so much that...
Just sit there.
Don't be daft.
Mm-hmm.
They like each other. But the little Siri thingy tells them that it's time to end the relationship, so they do.
Yeah, I don't get it either, no.
Hi. I'm Frank.
Nicola. Come on, let's get it over with. Checking the expiry.
Yeah, yeah.
How is any of this genuine? 5 minutes.
1 year.
Whoa.
What?
We've got each other for 1 year. Could be a mistake. Yeah, Coach, is this a mistake?
This is not a mistake.
Jesus fucking Christ.
1 year. So depending on the
On what the machine tells you, you need to date someone for a year. Or just 12 hours. Even though you like the other one.
Chicken tikka masala.
Yeah, so far I hate this technology.
So listen, if you're okay with it, this is relationship 5 for me, and I found it's best to have sex straight away up front.
what?
Right.
Kind of breaks the ice, gives an early overview of compatibility and so on.
This is not a business meeting!
So I'm consenting to everything now.
They both want something special, but her partner and his partner, they're both like... She clearly doesn't want to be with him, and the other guy, he's just going through the motion.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So I can't just walk away?
That is correct. One day it will provide you with the ultimate match.
He needs to spend a year with her knowing that he's not gonna spend the rest of his life with her. So he knows it's gonna end at some point. That's... And there's police, like, making sure they follow the rules.
I don't understand though. He seems to have great chemistry with the previous one. So
I know.
why only 12 hours?
Because, I mean, the machine doesn't know the data, because that was his first time and her first time. So they're, like, checking what he likes and how he's doing. And, yeah, he's gonna find her. Her machine cannot calculate the spark.
Do you have faith in the...
It's like a fairy tale party.
Garlic dip. Thanks for that.
Yuck.
He's like,
You shouldn't do that.
Hey,
Right.
was that your...
Yeah. Little that.
Oh,
So, I mean, it looks like you two make a great team.
yeah.
Yeah. Sex is great, not so much for the rest. Oh.
who do you bet that once they get home, they start, like, fighting like crazy? It totally worked for us. Oh god, I hate you.
Anyway,
I'm glad it ends.
Okay, bye.
That's not a way to live. Do you have to be in this program? Because I'd be off it in a second.
Yay!
But-
Wait, can we not check the expiry date?
Why?
I'm just sick of it. Like, the system's just bounced me from bloke to bloke, like short fling after short fling, and I know that they're short flings, they're just meaningless, and I get really detached, it's like I'm not really there.
Yeah.
Okay,
They're not made. If they're not made for each other, they could have something great anyway. And it's all about experience.
I'm gonna see your dick. Sorry.
They're having fun. So far, it's great.
I'm gonna fucking see
Okay,
it.
yeah.
There's passion there, you know?
What if there is no scrutiny? Just putting us together in any old order and we all go along with it because they're always telling us how clever it is.
Yeah, but it does put people with the one. Let's assume the system isn't random, yeah? It's as sophisticated as they say it is.
Okay.
Right, so using these, it slurps up all your reactions, yeah? It builds up a complex profile. Right, so if it's everything in your head, does it have thoughts?
Alright, so now you're gonna say, what if that's us and we're stuck in a simulation?
Well, how do we know?
It's like they're
Are
addressing.
they talking for us?
Yeah.
I might have been programmed to go out.
Okay.
They're like mentioning every debate we had so far. Stop thinking about it.
I think he hoped that she's the one for him. The last one.
Yeah, but because of that freaking Siri thingy, he keeps obsessing about this.
Do you think that maybe they reveal an expiration date if they tap on it and is the one if you just don't look at it?
That's a good theory. $5 years. It's a good beginning.
Recalibrating.
Why?
Maybe because he did this behind her back.
Coach,
Recalibrating.
Coach, what's happening? Coach is getting shot.
It will stabilize once recalibration has completed. Recalibrating.
Stop it. Stop it. Just.
What? From 5 years to 20 hours?
He's really in love with her. But they're so obsessed with this coach thing. They're not truly living life and they're not truly experiencing like their relationship. That's horrible.
Oh, listen, we'll just fuck the system. Right, we'll fuck it.
What, I do what?
We'll jump out over the wall. Get out.
There is nothing out there.
How'd you know? How'd you know?
Oops.
Amy.
You've ruined this. You've ruined it.
Hey, it's nothing.
They're being controlled.
Amy, I'm sorry.
They're in prison. What the hell?
Oh,
I like that.
she's just so done.
Réseau, arrête.
Prior to pairing day, you have been allocated a short farewell period with an individual of your choosing.
What, a farewell period, like I get to say goodbye to someone?
That is correct. Data shows this can help provide psychological closure.
Frank, I choose Frank.
Your choice has been registered.
Final match?
No. She was meeting him to say farewell. But she decided that fuck it.
Do you remember the first night that we were together? I mean, the first night. How did you feel?
Oh, I felt safe, happy, comfortable. It felt right. It felt like something locked into place, you know. Like we met before.
Like it happened before and like it'll happen again, like it's happened 1,000 times over and over again. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Ever since we've met, this world has been toying with us. It's trying to keep us apart. It's a test, I swear it is, and the two of us rebelling together.
What?
So what? What? So this isn't real?
What?
Because even the couples are frozen.
Oh my... What's going... What?
Oh, shut up, computer.
What happened?
What the fuck is going on?
What's going on?
So they're not alone? These are... No, that's them! That's like how long it took them to get here or something? Stop it, baby. What? So they did 1,000 simulations. Oh my god, wait, I think I get it. I think I get it. That's meta as fuck. I'm sorry. Holy shit.
Okay, now I understand now.
Oh my fucking god. That was something crazy.
Oh.
Wait a sec, I'm just gonna stop this. So like when they were talking about, oh, does it have a conscience? Is it alive or anything? They were actually the thing they were talking about. They were the creations. It was like we were inside a super advanced Tinder application. They did like 1,000 simulation to see if they would always end up together and go beyond the system and rebel, to see if they were a true match. They got us so good on this one. I had no freaking idea. But like in Black Mirror, we always end up, you know, and we have this discussion with a lot of people in the comment section. The personalities that are created by the machines, they're technically fake, they're technically fiction, but how much fiction are they? How much real are they? Maybe how much real are they, you know, because it's the same thing here. They have all their memories. They have well, in this one they don't have their memory of what was before the simulation, but they basically think like the real people. And we were completely, you know, blind in this, so we saw them as actual people.
Yeah.
And
it just blew our minds, guys.
But I mean, in this case, they were kind of playing with fictional recreation of the real people, but it ended in a good way. Like they kind of went in a cloud or something, but they ended up, you know, living it and finding an escape and being they were happy with it, I guess. But how real were they? How possible is this? Is this is not just a metaphor. This is Black Mirror, so this is a technology that could possibly exist in the future, or a technology that we are thinking about right now. And yeah, like I said, it's Tinder. It's basically Tinder.
I don't think Tinder's gonna have mini us inside an application in a cell phone.
No, but it's basically doing a simulation. Like you're entering data from someone. Like what does he like? What does he despise? What does he hate? What does he like to eat or not? How does he think? Like it's a simulation, a recreation of what the person is in real life. And in a ideal world where they don't have to work and where the system tells them, well, you need to go with these people, you don't actually have to go with this guy. And actually in this simulation they were actually forced by the system to go with someone else. They made the choice to go against the system and go with the one they actually loved, and that's how the system realized
to confirm that that's the one for you.
But actually, knowing how it ends, I still think that's not a good way to do this.
Why?
Because a machine can only go so far. Like I wanted to talk about this earlier in the episode when they were when they were discussing how the system works, and I was thinking about it too. I mean, a machine is gonna look at what you like, what you don't like, and well, like I said, and based on that, it's gonna match you with another one's profile. Okay?
Yeah.
But I mean, sometimes people end up with people that are so different from them, and it just works. Everyone is different, and they can be based on your, you know, based on what you've been through, based on your memories, or sometimes it's just weird taste. Like you like to be with someone that doesn't like the same things as you because they make you discover new things. I don't know, but the machine can only go so far. And yeah, in this episode, it ends perfectly, like they're together, and because we saw them as the perfect match, because they were against the system so much that we were rooting for them, but in the end, they ended up being just like the system wanted. So how is it gonna work? We don't know. What I like, though, is that in reality, I don't think there's... I think the system, was in the little machine and in the simulation was a bit too much. And I don't think it's the same in real life. Like, I don't think their application is going to tell them, well, you're going to stay with that person for 72 hours and then it's over.
No, we don't have that now.
Yeah. And
I hope not.
The way we saw it at the end, I don't think it's how it works in real life. That was just a simulation to see if they were gonna break the system and just go with each other
against all odds. Yeah.
Yeah, but this match is based only on probabilities, and it's based on their...
but based on 1,000 probabilities.
Yeah, but
they always ended up together.
I know, but it's only their data that does that, not the actual people.
Well. It's Black Mirrors. Technically, the data is the real
I guess
person.
But yes and no, because he said that he couldn't remember what was his life before the simulation. So how he got there, he has no idea. He's just there to answer the system and go through with it. So, I mean, without knowing how real they are...
They still act like themselves, though.
Yeah.
So even if they're not through, because we saw them just completely disappear.
But I guess though...
They still act like the true self.
Yeah. I guess in real life, if they have a choice, unlike in the simulation, that makes it better. Because it's like in today, like it's like the present day, when you're on Tinder or any other dating app. No, but I mean, they're going to say, well, here's the match. And they're going to propose someone to you. And depending on what you like, what you don't like, and what he likes or doesn't like, he or she, you're going to, well, the app is going to say, well, you have like a 98% probability of being a true perfect match. But you still have the choice to end it if it's not okay with you. And that was something I really didn't like with the simulation, simulation world. Because, I mean, you're not living the relationship. You're just going through with it. And since you know it's going to end eventually because it's not the true match, you cannot put your whole self into it. And it's part of life, to experience bad breakups and fights and the ups and downs. That's part of life. Like, I had relationships before, friendships and breakups and stuff, but these shaped me. They made me who I am, and I wouldn't erase them from my life for anything in the world. Like, I want these memories of these bad relationships and bad breakups because they're what shaped me. Now, don't hear the wrong thing here. I'm not talking about like abusive relationships and stuff. But the people you meet and the experiences you go through are what shape you. Mm-hmm. So to have an application tell you, well, you're going to go with this person even though you don't like this person, and because everything happens for a reason, and you're going to stay with that person for a year even though it doesn't work. You have no spark. You have nothing that attaches you to that person. Yeah, no. So that entire simulation, if it was the actual world we were living in, I would be completely against it. Yeah. But that's weird. Like I said before, if you don't know how real these people in the simulation were, I think it's like what do you say? In French we say it's double tranchant. It's like it's not a win-win situation. It's the other way. Because if they are real enough for the simulation to be true, well, it's basically the same debate as in White Christmas or San Junipero or any other episode that introduce technology like this. They're basically forcing people to live in this reality, and once the simulation is over, these people just disappear. What happens to them? Do they realize it? Do they realize that it's over? I mean, we don't know. And how ethical would it be for people to create perfect replicas of real people? I don't know, but if they're not real enough to create this debate, to have us, wonder if is it ethical for us to put them in this simulation, well, then what's the point? Because I mean, it's not real. They're not real people, so they cannot show us the true relationship that these people could have. Am I making sense?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Or technically, we can maybe saw it like in Be Right Back. The android took all the text, the quotes and photos from the husband.
Mm-hmm.
What he making him.
Mm-hmm.
So that could be the same thing there.
But then that brings the problems from Be Right Back. What? It takes the problems from Be Right Back and it puts them in this episode. In Be Right Back, what was wrong with all of this was that what they created, the android, the AI, wasn't real. It was just a replica of what was once said, but there was no way for the AI to know how the real guy would have reacted to something he had never reacted to before.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's the same thing in this episode, since he never met that girl, there's no way to know how he's gonna react when actually being with her. They're just basing their simulation on what they did before and how they acted before, and they're thinking, well, they have a chance of, getting along, so we're going to give them a 99.8% match. But knowing if they have a choice, like, it looked like they had a choice. Like, it looked at, when they saw the match, they went like, cool. They have a choice to be together and try it out. If it doesn't work, they're just going to move on. If they have the choice, that makes it okay for them. Now the debate is about, is it okay to create a simulation that looks like this? Because I mean, it looked okay. When they dissolved at the end, it didn't look like they were in pain.
Okay.
And to them, it felt like a true happy ending, even though I don't think they understood what was going on. Anyway, personally, I've never been
on dating
well, I've never been for dating apps because I'm not the type of person that likes to, well, I'm not saying that everyone who uses dating apps is like that, but I have a lot of friends. I know they're watching, so that's why I have friends that they are on dating apps and they are obsessed by it. They're always looking at them. You know who I'm talking about. They are obsessed by this, and I'm more of a, well, when it's time for you to meet the right person, you're going to meet the right person, and you're going to meet them at events that you go to. We go to conventions, and, I know the people I meet at conventions have the same passion as I do. Or if I work in on the movie, or if I go to school, and study cinema, the people that are in my class are people that share the same passions as me. So I know I'm gonna make a connection with them, and if I start talking to them, well, I don't know, maybe it could lead to something bigger. That's how I like to experience my relationships. My best friend today, I met because one of my friends just brought him to, well, we had a tree when we were in high school. We actually just took a tree in the park that was surrounding our school. We decided that it was our tree.
That's our tree.
Yeah, that's our tree. And every single lunch, we would go to that tree and eat there. For 5 years we did this. And first year in high school, one of my childhood friends just brought that guy along, and we had nothing in common that I knew of. He was in my class, but I didn't know him. We just saw each other in school, and I didn't even know why he was there. But eventually we started, talking, and today, like 11 years later or something, we're best friends. Because we grew up together and we discovered things together. That's how I like to make a new relationship. Through experience. I don't like an app to tell me, like, this person has the same interest as you, so just, well, go and have a chat with them. And there are a lot of people on dating apps that are there only for the fun part. So, and I mean, it's okay to try dating apps. It makes you meet people that you probably wouldn't meet in real life if you did it my way, through experience and going to parties and conventions and stuff. But if you become obsessed with this, that's not how I see a good relationship starting, you know? But I'm not saying it's bad. I mean, there are couples that started through dating apps and they're very happy together. That's good for them. Just don't be obsessed with the idea of finding the true match, because doing this, you might actually miss it. I don't know. What do you think about dating apps? Do you like dating apps? Are you on the dating apps? I don't know.
No. I've never considered and never will.
No?
Nope.
It's cool.
It's not my taste, sorry.
It's not your type?
Not my type, no.
I mean, it would be hard to get really obsessed with this. And, I mean, how bad would it be? You're just so tired of being alone that you actually want to give it a shot and meet people that you wouldn't meet in real normally, going through your routine, or if you're too busy. It's not a bad thing. Okay, you know what? Now that I think about it, I realize that it's not that bad.
It's not that bad. It's just an app. You can technically talk with people on chat rooms, on websites, and it's technically the same thing.
We're kind of letting technology dictate our way of life, and that's what I don't like. I don't want technology, or I don't want my computer or my phone to tell me that, well, I have more chances of liking this person than I have of liking this person. Because if I, listen to that, I might miss on something. I might, not meet incredible people that I wouldn't have met otherwise. And, I'm all about discoveries and finding new things. Like, if someone that doesn't like the same things that I do comes up to me, and the dating app is saying, oh, well, you don't like the same thing, so you're not a match. I don't care. Maybe that person is going to make me discover something that I'm going to end up liking. I don't know. That's my opinion on dating apps, okay? Just hate me all you want, all right?
No.
Well, you saw in the episode, like, the worst case scenario with dating apps, like people being so obsessed with this.
Completely against it.
Yeah,
to be forced to live with someone for an X amount of time.
Because you're a match. Who cares?
There wasn't even a match between those people.
Yeah, but the machine wanted to find out if how he would react to a bad relationship, because that was gonna help. Or I don't know, maybe it was just a setup, because the whole point of this was to find out if he was gonna go back to the first girl. So it might have been a setup just to see how he would react.
Yeah, but if you just take it like literally what kind of dating app it is, it sucks.
Yeah, if we take away the simulation part and the happy ending, it's not real and it was actually just a simulation thingy part, if you take this out, well...
Hi, kitty.
Yeah, the application is terrible. Hello, baby.
Maybe if you can end it anytime you want, that would be a little bit slightly better. But to just go with it no matter much time you get.
In this episode, I think the good scenario, we found it at the end. Like, if they could just decide not to go with it or go with it, that's what we had at the end. Like, they saw that they were a match together, but they still have the freedom to choose if they want to be in a relationship, try it out.
How do you get the freedom to choose? It's
well,
Black Mirror.
that's it.
It's Black Mirror.
It's a bit like San Junipero.
Like, oh, well, you got 98.8% of match with this guy. That's the one. If you not choose him, he's gonna die. That's Black Mirror thinking now.
I would say it's a bit like San Junipero, where there are too many questions for us to truly say what our opinion is. Like, in San Junipero, we didn't know, like, well, can they get out of it? Can they not? Like, we had so many questions that it was hard for us to decide if we wanted this technology or not. In this case, I'm against the simulation.
The fourth dating, yeah.
Yeah, the first part of the episode, or actually pretty much the entire episode, if that was the reality we were living in, they're prisoners. They're prisoners. Let's say it, point blank. They were prisoners, and they were being forced to go through a certain type of life. Yeah, certain way of life. And no, that's horrible. No. But if we take this part out and keep only the ending, well, what I saw looked a bit like what we have
normal
today,
life, yeah.
Tinder, and they have no idea what went on with the simulation because they're not in it. And at this point, we have just too many questions.
Yeah.
What do you think, guys? Do you know more about this technology than we do? Was there something that we missed, or is there perhaps information about this episode that we don't know, that maybe the director said, or I don't know, the writer said? Just tell us. And if you know, or if you don't know, do you actually like this idea of an advanced Tinder app? Actually, well, it's hard to say. I mean, it's not bad. It just depends on how big it gets, how much focus people put on this. If they listen to it too much, they're gonna end up being slaves of the app, and they're not gonna truly live life.
I have a question though. We saw that 998 times they chose each other. We still got two.
Yeah, two that went with the system. That's why they got a 99.8% match.
But can you imagine though that a mini you and a mini me, for example, no.
Yeah.
In a dating app, like a mini copy of yourself in the technology.
Went through this before.
Went through this like for 1,000 times, and each time chose to be with the same person because they chose to be in love with each other, and to go against all odds. That this person is like your true match.
If that's all I knew, well, of course I would be like, wow, I think I'm meant to be with that person. I'm just gonna go with it. But
because if you see that way, it's
cute.
Kind of awesome.
It's cute.
It's love.
Yeah, but again, it's love simulated by a machine.
It's love, guys. Okay, we say it. It's love. Okay, it's cute.
Let's all just be mini robots in an application and go through with it. Fuck it. Hey, stop it. We say fuck all the time in our reactions.
No, we don't.
No, we do. We actually do.
Oh, we do.
Yeah, we do.
Whoops.
Anyway, it was still a very good episode. I enjoyed it.
Mind-blowing, guys.
Well, yeah, we was pretty surprised by the end. I'm like, I was shocked. I wasn't expecting this at all. And it's actually nice to have an episode where nothing horrible happened.
Nothing.
Like, no one died. No one got really upset about something. Or no one was, doing anything criminal. That's a first, I think. I cannot think of another episode where it went so well. I'm not against it. It's cute.
Yeah.
The idea of finding through love is always cute, even though in this case it was through an app.
So, we just watched Black Mirror season 4 episode 4, and it was blast, and hope we're gonna have the same reaction for the next one, guys.
Yep.
So, see you soon.
Sorry for our rampage, or muttering, or throwing away our opinion all around. I mean,
sorry,
I don't know what I'm saying today.
Oh gosh.
It's not even late. And I have so many other episodes to watch. I don't know what I'm gonna do. That's because of this. That's because of the coffee. Damn it. Starbucks. That's how I am when I drink coffee. I told you not to put coffee in my drink. Bye, guys.
Bye.